Hey gang, Bison here. It's May 9th. It's pretty cold outside. It's probably about maybe about 40 now, but it was in the like 24. The real feel was like 23, 24 when we woke up this morning, and it was in the 30s pretty much most of the day. Now it's about a high of 40. It snowed overnight, which is ridiculous. I was joking with my wife, saying, you know, we got the pandemic, now we got these killer hornets, and now we have snow, and I guess we got to watch out for Demogorgon's next running down the street, for all you Stranger Things fans. So it was just snow flurrying a minute ago, so I came out and I was went to my father-in-law's this morning, and they were cutting down all of his some bad trees. So I got myself another nice wheel here, and I got this piece of lumber here. I was going to cut it down to about here, and I was going to make a small Bushcraft Baton, and I think the thickness is fine. I guess rule of thumb for a small one, you don't want anything smaller than fist size. So I'm going to take my silky saw, cut a portion off, figure out how big I want the baton top to be, and then figure out, then the rest of that would be the handle. And because it's not such a big baton head, or you can actually call it like a bushcraft hammer, field hammer, it's not just for batoning wood with your knife or machete for fires. You can also use it for tent stakes and any other things you want to do in the field with it where you need to hammer anything. So the silky saw here has this little notch. So I'm going to saw down. I'm going to saw a portion off, obviously, first. Then when I saw the circumference where I want to baton the handle off, I'm just going to go up to this point here. So I don't want to make too thin of a handle where it's going to snap on me. So let's see what happens. First attempt. I'm going to cut this portion off here. This is the portion I'm keeping here. We'll discard this, put it somewhere for the moment, and then we'll go to the next step. So let's see what happens. Let's put it right here. How's that looking? Nice and straight. Cool. Alright, so I got that other section sawed off. Now I'm going to figure out how big I want the head of the baton to be, and then make the cuts again up to this point so I have enough meat on the handle, because it's a small baton. I don't want a very narrow in diameter handle because it'll snap. So let's say maybe right about here is we'll use as our hammer head, and then we'll have a handle that's maybe slightly longer by an inch or so. Not going in a completely direct circle here. We can clean all that up after where it's crooked with a knife. All right, I think we're good. All right, so let's get our knife and do a little batoning. All right, for the batoning part, I'm going to use my Jeff White Camp King. We'll do some videos on these at another time. I say we start about here and see what happens. Just go around that with the saw where it's not budging. There we go. Journey on. What makes life difficult is this piece of wood that I'm working on isn't that level. And then we can just go around the corners here and round it slightly. Pretty ambitious handle. We'll continue shaving some of the sides off. I don't know if we can see in the video here, the snow's coming down again. May 9th, gang. This is ridiculous. Look at the snow. Alright, I'm going to shape this a little more, and then we'll see what's next. Alright, I'm just shaping it a bit now. You know, in time with use, the bark will eventually start coming off, but I also may put a hole through it to make a lanyard to maybe hang it up or whatever. It's getting smaller, it's feeling better. I think I want to do a little bit more on this side. Just notch just a little bit here. I'm liking that. Make it a little smoother. You know, you can do it with your knife, or you can do it with a sander. But you know, if we're making one of these out in the field, we're not going to have a sander with us. Got to do it Flintstone style. Let's see how we're feeling here. It's a bit big of a grip. I'll just whittle it down a little more, and then we'll give her a test. Alright, so I just did a little more whittling down. I kind of did, if you can see in the camera here, a curve, because this is a little more comfortable, so when I strike, and in time, you know, all this bark and stuff's gonna come off and look more hammer-ish. I'm just gonna smooth this a little bit, maybe with some sandpaper, and then I'm going to drill a hole for a lanyard. So let's see what happens. Alright, so I had the sandpaper. I just smoothed it out a bit so we get any splinters. You know, obviously I'll be wearing gloves, but I don't know if in the future I may wrap it with some parachute cord or just leave it as is. So I'm just going to drill a little hole now for a lanyard and then clean it up with a little countersink. And it's snowing again. And there goes the sandpaper. And we are through. All right. Stop moving. Nothing's level, gang. Nothing's level. She's smoking. And then we'll go over this and clean it up a bit with some more sandpaper. So I got two little holes there. Yeah, we're good. We are good. Alright, so here we go. Here's a look at it. All done, a little bit smoother. Put the lanyard on it. So now we can just put it through here and do our work, and if we drop it, we still got it. Or we can just hang it up. Or we just have some extra cordage in the field. I was giving a little test and the bark is starting to come off, which is fine. I prefer it off, so I have this nice solid look to it. But it's snowing now, it's really cold. I'm going to upload this, and then I'll get some more stuff out of the woods, and we'll actually do a real test of it. So there we go. Homemade baton, field hammer, whatever we want to call it. Thanks for watching. Bye, so now.